Shalom, Akim. I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash. Some honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well, and salutations to all the Akim and all four corners of earth who's pushing his truth and sincerity. Shalom, Akim. I did this video about our bumbling so-called president, Joey. I did this about a week or two ago when he brought this out. But I want to do it again because people are still playing games. They're not taking heed to what the president is saying. These people are under the guise everything gonna be returning back to normal, man. As far as your market's going the same, and you're going back to your job, going back to your schools, those type of things, man. But you people are living in a dream world, man. You're living and you're not living in reality, man. You're not really in reality. When the president, when your leaders begin to give you warning of things that are to come, not only them, because before they started giving you warnings, the prophets were already giving you warnings, but you didn't want to heed to what the prophets were saying. So now your president is telling you, and it's still a game. You're still going to carry on with your summer. Right now we're in spring. You're going to carry on with your spring breaks. You're still going to go to your concerts, your Coachellas, and whatever else come up. You're still going to try to prepare for your barbecues that are going to come later on as it gets warmer. Because, like, I think in my heart, prices are getting ready to shoot up astronomically, man. I go to the store daily. I check the prices of things daily like we're supposed to, and, because we're watchmen and we watch for these things to happen. It's happening. And, eggs at one point were 79 to $1.00. Now they're up to $2.99 and $3, man. The other day I went in there, they had dropped it off to like $2.50 or something like that for a carton of eggs. Milk was starting to go up, which was once $2.25 a gallon. Now it's they're wanting $3 a gallon or something to that effect, man. Just these little things are starting to go up, man. At my job, I'm a cook. I'm noticing different things aren't coming in like they're supposed to. This is all of effect, man, of the things that are going around, what the elites are doing, basically, all as well as just signs that this place is going down, man. These elites are in control of a lot of the things that are happening. I'm gonna let him spew it out his mouth and bring some verses out.
With regard to food shortage, yes, we did talk about food shortages, and it's going to be real. The price of these sanctions is not just imposed upon Russia; it's imposed upon an awful lot of countries as well, including.
He just says not just for Russia. I was watching a YouTube video. I skimmed through it. There was a bad little Russian model over there, and she's saying this stuff has returned back to the epidemic era of the 80s for Russia. When it was real hard over there. When I remember seeing visions when people were in line for moldy meat, and I'm talking about long lines, waiting in the freezing cold just to get into the store to not get nothing. But it was just the hope that you might get something. These are the times we're coming to. This is Psalm 107 and 34. A fruitful land into barrenness for the wickedness of them that dwell therein, man. And this was once a fruitful land. America was a fruitful place. People all around the world come to America. Used to come to America, for trade, to buy things. They came here, they did business here, whether they set up their own businesses here and sent the money back home abroad and built good lands and built compounds out, and held compounds in the countries they came from. This was that spot that you could do that type of thing. You could always have come to America and our money was either more valuable than the money that you came from, the country that you came from, or you could change it somehow, man. But it's coming to an end, man. The fruitful land. This is Psalm 107 and 34. A fruitful land into barrenness, for the wickedness of them that dwell therein, man. Our leaders are wicked, and this girl says, if the leaders be wicked, then the people gonna follow, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. And that's what's going on, man. These people are being told different things to continue on. They've been told lies. It's all Russia's fault. It's all Russia's fault. It's all Ukraine's fault. It's all Ukraine's fault. They point the finger at everybody except for themselves. That's a hypocrite, man. But it's memes going around on one of them social media things, and they showing how a previous 5 to 10 years ago, Ukraine was the enemy. Ukraine, right before they put this new president in, this new puppet they got in, well, even when he was there, they was making fun of him, man. They got pictures, they got shows of him dressing around, sassying around and stuff, but they were making fun of this dude, man. And now he's the poster child of what the people of the world should feel and what the people of the world should give away, just because they're getting bombarded for what he did, and what he's done to the Russians, man. But at the end of the day, these things are prophesied in the scriptures, man. As well as, you got to understand that at one point Ukraine was a part of the USSR machine. So in order for them to just, give up that land, somebody had to come in there and throw off the politics, because how, for one, for decades we were all together, and all of a certain time comes and now they split. This is all done by design, man. And we know this, man. And then right now is the revealing time for Esau, man. This is Jeremiah 48:33. And joy and gladness is taken from the plentiful land. And America was a plentiful land. Over there, over in Russia where they're getting down at, man, president's gonna say, man, that was the breadbasket of Europe, man. And I've always said that too, man. I've seen stories on Ukraine years ago, just doing some research on over that way, and they were showing how much food comes from over there and how luscious and how good the dirt is over there. Because you got to realize one thing: our dirt holds nutrients in it and stuff like that. And they said that over in Ukraine, they said let me get it right. They said that the nutrients in that dirt is very, very good. It's a name called like topsoil. Like the world has topsoil, but the world's topsoil is losing its nutrients, and it's high potency. But over in Ukraine, their soil is topsoil and it's good. It's very, very high in nutrients and stuff like that, man. So it's a big reason why things are going on over there. The rate is going on. It adds on to this famine too as well, man. We also know about the food factories here in America that are being burnt down to the ground left and right. We also have something called that flu 2.0 that's out right now. I don't want to say it because it's a possibility they might take me down for it. But it's out and they're calling the chickens and stuff and the turkeys and stuff. This devil has a track record of doing that, man. He'll make a lie up and then just go massacre millions and millions of animals, man. The devil has to pay for that, man. The devil has to pay for that, man. He will not go untouched for those things, man. The Lord sees all these things, man. Let me play some more of this.
European countries and our country as well. And because both Russia and Ukraine have been the breadbasket of Europe in terms of wheat, for example, just to give one example. But we had a long discussion in the G7 with both the United States, which has
with the G7. Look at these. These are these secret little council meetings they held, man, and they're over there dividing up the world, so to speak, man. But at the end of the day, they know that they have a short time. Those elites, man, they know that they have a short time, man. They know that their time is almost up. So all the wickedness has to come out. It can't hold back, man. They got to go full throttle right about now, man. They got to go full throttle. This is Ezekiel 14 and 14 and 13. No, 12. The word of the Lord came on to the word of the Lord came again to me, saying, Son of man, when the land sinneth against me by transgressing grievously, then will I stretch out my hand upon it, and will break the staff of the bread thereof, and will send famine upon it, and will cut off man and beast from it, man. So the Lord is sending these things, man. And at the end of the day, it's all for the destruction of Babylon, man. It's all prophesied in the Bible. The Babylon must be destroyed, man. And these wicked dudes had these council meetings, to set up their plan and make their plan roll, man. These different kill-offs of chickens. These aren't nothing to just pop out the blue. These are something that they sit down and think about. They plan it out. The different wars. They sit back and they plan it out, because what happens when people get hungry? They're ready to go to war. They played on Americans in the 90s and 2000s, saying that the terrorists were coming and attacking us. you know. And those were just lies, man. Those are the lies. That's how they play upon the people, man. Because the people, when they get attacked, when the people don't have jobs, when people don't have food, the only thing they can leash out to do is war, man. They want to take.
Significant, the third largest producer of wheat in the world, as well as Canada, which is also a major producer. And we both talked about how we could increase and disseminate more rapidly food shortages. In addition to that, we talked about...
Yeah, they got all this money, they got all the food, but they always sit in these little meetings and hide and discuss these things, man. But they're not helping anybody, man. I've just seen the numbers that they of millions and millions and billions of dollars that are being poured into Ukraine from America and from the UK. But we know it's not going to help the people out. It's going in building that infrastructure back up, because Russia came through there and loaded all that stuff, man. It's going to help those politicians up. The president of Ukraine, they showed his value at one point and showed his value now. Oh man, I'm gonna cash in at the bank right about now, man. He's a couple $100 million millionaire right now, but you know he done sold on his country and his people, you know. But at the end of the day, he's an Edomite, man.
Urging all the European countries and everyone else to end trade restrictions on sending limitations on sending food abroad. And so we are in the process.
Now, you know, when he cuts some lies up and pretend like he don't know what he's saying, he's telling a lie. He's twisting up the story. He says he wants to send us to the countries, tell them to stop, to put a limitation on the foods they're sending out, man. So there's cold talks he's speaking. And sometimes he'll bring it out boldly and say, and dare you to believe it. Or to try to do your research to find out what he's saying is real or not, man. They have these they speak in codes, man. They have their hand gestures in codes, man. He just told you about the G7 meeting. That's not for the public. There's a bunch of these meetings that are not for the public, but they use your public money to get to them. They use your public auditoriums to showcase them. They show off at these spots, but you are not invited to them as a person. But at the end of the day, I don't want to be joint hand in hand with them evil devils.
So working out with our European friends what it would take to help alleviate the concerns relative to food shortages.
He ain't there to alleviate nothing. He's there to add on to it and attack and just be a devil. With that being said, I hope this is edifying. I'm gonna try to do more videos on Ukraine because it's a real hotbed. There's a lot of information that's going on over there and things that's going on. But with that being said, I hope this is edifying. Shalom, Makim.